everybody. Welcome to Ozarks Live. What's up?
Good to see you again. Hey, you know how we've been talking about our different lists of things to see?
Yeah.
I saw a great thing.
What'd you see?
Well, the reason I'm bringing it up is because just recently they had a script reading of the cast of Princess Bride, okay? And they had most everyone who was in the movie was in this script reading. You could join it and watch it as it was being. Patton Oswalt kind of hosted it.
Yeah.
I think Eric Idle from...
You talked about this, so they've already done it.
They've done it.
Okay, all
but
right.
what brings it up is I saw this little short film. It's 20, 30 minutes long, and it's called Waiting for Andre. And it's about when the playwright Samuel Beckett met Andre the Giant, okay, the wrestler, the 7'4" or whatever he was.
Right.
And he played he played the giant in Princess Bride.
He was in the movie.
Yeah. And it's just about when these two meet, and it's heartwarming, it's funny, it's hilarious. And I found it on Showtime, but I think you can look it up on YouTube. Yeah, and it's just 20 minutes, half hour, and it's just a really fun little movie.
Waiting for Andre.
Waiting for Andre,
Okay.
not waiting for Godot, but waiting for Andre.
Right, not waiting for Guffman.
No,
waiting
not
for
waiting
Andre.
for Guffman either. And it was just really enjoyable and a lot of fun. I mean, that's kind of a playlist thing, but there are other short films out there that are really good, and I think there's a whole series I'm going to let you know about next time I do a playlist.
Well, I do enjoy the playlist, and that maybe you'll get to do the next one, because I don't know what's on mine. Like I don't have anything just off the top of my head like that, but you run across some really good little nuggets of
I'm looking for
of
them.
watching.
I looked. I can't remember the name of it. About a guy, my teacher, the octopus, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at that a little more now.
And then, of course, the one you talked about, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Yeah,
I guess it had to be yesterday.
Yeah.
Drain the Ocean or
Yeah,
whatever.
that one was. That's great.
What an interesting show. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to see any of those yet.
There are quite a number of them. So I mean, it really is, worth looking for that. Drain the Oceans. Just if you Google it, it'll take you everywhere you want to go.
Don't you know you'd find some crazy critters down there if you always see those shows that these things that swim around, miles down there, and you just they never see the light of day, and no one's seen them for
and
a million years or whatever, and they're still there.
And some of those fish and animals and things,
critters,
the denizens of the deep.
Critters, yep.
Critters.
Deep sea critters. No. Yeah. It makes me want to kind of stay on the beach. All right, we have a great show for you guys today. Guess who's back?
Yeah.
The money man himself, Bruce Porter, is back in the studio.
Bruce
He's been away
is
for a
on
little
the
while.
loose.
Bruce is on the loose.
Oh,
yep,
my
we're going to see him
gosh.
in a few minutes for a little dollars and cents.
And Keith Thurman is here to talk to us about Shepherd of the Hills' 60th anniversary.
Yeah, 60th anniversary.
Yep.
Not to mention, we have another food truck here today that you're going to be able to find at the 6th Annual Missouri Food Truck Festival coming up this Saturday. This food truck really intrigues me. Corn Hub. All things corn. I can't wait.
Yeah, okay. Plus, a new song from the one and only Dawson Hollow.
Yep, but before we get to all that, we're going to show you what's on the radar. All right, I want to start the day with some really good news, okay?
Sweet.
Something uplifting, because heaven knows we could use more of that right now. This is a shout out to someone for some really good work. Really good work. You know our good friend Terry Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen Terry on here many times, the Branson performer. Sometimes he's Barney, sometimes he's Grandma Beulah, sometimes he's Joan Rivers, you never know. Well, he has a variety of personalities, but he's got the best and biggest heart that I know. He did something really nice that deserves some kudos, all right? On a recent visit to Eureka Springs, Terry stayed at the Pearl Tatman home. Now, she was apparently the first female doctor in the area. Her husband Albert was also a doctor. He wanted to see where they were buried, so he goes to the cemetery and he found it. But the headstone that he found was weathered, it was dirty, needed a spruce up. Ready for what Terry did?
Yeah. Oh.
Look at that. Isn't that that nice? This is what Terry did. Now you can read it clearly. Dr. Albert died in 1925. Dr. Pearl died in 1944. It would have been really hard to read without that, and they deserve that. Looking nice, and I think he did a great job. So kudos to you, Terry. By the way, he says he used a product called Wet and Forget. Mm-hmm. You ever heard of that?
I thought it was like a shampoo or something, or it's it's one of those infomercials.
Is it?
Not Wet and Forget, but it's like some sort of oven.
Sounds like it should be.
Set and Forget.
Set and
That's
Forget?
it, yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to Terry because I think that was very, very nice of him to sort of research that history.
He's a good person.
He's the best.
He just really is.
He's such good people. Anyway,
Way to go,
thank you,
Terry.
Terry. Yeah, good job on that deal.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have that kind of good news.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah, as if 2020 wasn't bad enough, here's another piece of news that just might be the last straw for some people. Just Born Quality Confections has announced, after a limited production of Halloween Peeps due to extensive changes in their manufacturing plant to help assure the health of employees during the pandemic, they will stop production of seasonal Peeps. This means no more pumpkins, ghosts, or monster Peeps for Halloween. No trees, stars, or snowmen for Christmas. None. And who's to say about Valentine's Day? Yeah. The company hopes this change will help them focus on meeting the expected overwhelming demand for Peeps for next Easter season. And if you don't think that demand is a big deal, the company makes about 5.5 million of them per day, which totals to over 2 billion of the little chicks made every year. And oh yeah, there will also be no seasonal flavors for its other candies, Mike and Ike and hot tamales. So hang in there. Easter will be here before you know it. It'll be no time before you can be chilling with your Peeps.
Good one, chilling with your...
Thank you.
There were seasonal Mike and Ikes and hot tamales?
Yeah, I guess. Hot tamales, I guess so.
I'm a little sad about those, but I'm not a Peeps girl. I mean, if you watch this show ever, I'm not that person.
I understand, but I was looking around and it's like they make s'mores with them. You know, they roast them like marshmallows. I don't know what kind of picture that provides for the kids. Put a little chick on a stick and roast it, but nonetheless, you don't have to just eat them because...
I would rather have it that way than...
Well, I would too, in all honesty.
Just not. So anyway...
I think I have a box of Peeps that I got like 8-10 years ago, still there.
If you see any on the shelves this year at Christmas, check the expiration date.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, just a word of the wise. All right. I've got one for you. Need a gift for the sports fan in your life? So tickets like to, for example, an NFL game not only cost a fortune, but they're a little hard to come by anymore. But there's this, some stadium-themed candles, courtesy of the very irreverent wine company Babe. Why not bring the stadium experience home with the $18 nachos candle? The 100% soy candle is hand-poured, and it is sure to fill your man cave with the rich scent of melty processed cheese.
Yeah, mine already has that.
I figured. Now, there are other scents, too. Hashtag Field Goal has notes of freshly cut turf, and there's jockstrap. Well, think of the towel-snapping locker room. Can't imagine what that must smell like, don't want to know. Your holiday gift-giving, however, problems are solved. And you're welcome.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
No.
No, now think about, though, the sports fan in your life.
No.
Yeah, come on. Who wouldn't want
The
that
one
for
I
their
don't
man
like?
cave? What?
The sport fan I don't like?
The sports fan you do like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, come on, have a sense of humor.
Actually, I have several people I could think of doing this for, but it would be a humorous gift.
I do not know your brother well, but I have a feeling that all three of those are on their way to your man cave. He would
could very
totally
well
do
be.
that.
Well, all three of my brothers might do that.
You could get 9 candles this year.
Yeah. Woo. All right, coming up, the wait is finally over. Bruce Porter is back this week for Dollars and Cents.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it. Ozarks Live is just getting started.